Hey y'all, thanks for tuning into the Nintendo Drive. If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, be sure to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell icon so you never miss an episode. Or if you're getting cozy and listening to us on your podcast feed, make sure you're following and leaving us nice reviews. You can also support the show on Patreon and pick up some awesome merch. Links to those and more are in the description, but let's get the show started.
Hey, we
Hello?
did it. Hello?
Hello? Hi.
Hello? Hello? Thank you for playing me. Hi, everybody.
Me.
Look at everybody here in the chat. Sean Capri's in the chat saying, let us go.
Wow.
HVAC Sparky. Hi, all. Bowsah's here. Awesome Dave's here. Quaggy's here. Everybody's here. Look at y'all go. Awesome to see everybody here in the chat. No Sean, for just a PSA for those who might not have seen, Sean Capri is on a mental health break, which we always like to encourage here at Carpool Gaming. So no Sean for a mom. So you know, all the love in the world to him. And Amanda, she's at like a Celtics game, I think, right now. I think she's
celebrating something called sports. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever that is. She's doing something. She said she might tune in from the Celtics game tonight. So, so maybe that.
Imagine like she's sitting there watching, the people behind her are like, "Who are those individuals on the screen?"
It's just advertisement for the Nintendo Drive whilst she's watching the Celtics. So, shouts to them. It's the Seth and Lachlan show tonight. It's been a little mome since it's just been you and I here on the show. So we'll see where tonight takes us. We got a Pokemon Presents to talk about, and you know, Lachlan and Seth famously kind and friendly to the Pokemon series.
100%. Never a negative thing said towards Pokemon whatsoever.
So that should be fun and interesting. Okay, well, before we get into it, let's do a little housekeeping.
Do not disturb is on there. Sorry, you can't come in.
You can't come in. Go away.
The sock is there. Leave me be.
Big thanks to Daryl Erdman for checking out the 7-day free trial to the exclusive tier there on patreon.com/carpoolgame. I believe that's HVAC Sparky, as a matter of fact. I think that's who that is. I think he corrected me and chimed in and said that that's him. So big thanks to him for checking out that 7-day free trial. Hopefully you are enjoying all of the exclusive content over there. And thank you to Josh Coulter for joining the exclusive tier as well. Sean Capri coming in with some breaking news. Thanks to Riley King for checking out that exclusive tier on a free trial, literally as we went live, Sean says.
It's
so
because
there
it's
you go.
We sold it to him.
We sold it right away. And HVAC Sparky does confirm, yep, it is I. So big thanks to all of y'all for checking out the exclusive tier. That 7-day free trial, easy way to see all of the content we produce over there on Patreon. And speaking of the content we produce, we have made a couple of small updates to the scheduling of our regular shows. Oh, hey, here we go. Riley King's in the chat. Love y'all. Listen often. This is my first time watching live. Awesome. Thank you so much for the support, Riley. Happy to have you here. We announced this via Discord last night, but just wanted to say it here on the shows in case anybody missed it. We announced a couple of small changes to the posting schedule of the shows. So in terms of the live shows, nothing is changing. If you watch the shows live with us here on YouTube, all of that is still exactly the same. We're still going to be here live on Tuesday nights, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. No changes there. However, when it comes to posting to Patreon and free feeds, Pat's in the chat. Hi, Pat. We are making some slight changes to that. So the show, the Nintendo Drive and the Nintendo Drive post show is going to be going up on Wednesday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern now. So you can reliably find it there. If you're a patron, even at the $1 tier, you get early access to the show that way. And it will be going live to free feeds on Thursday mornings at 9 a.m. Eastern. So we did this for a couple of reasons. We did it so that you guys know, like on a consistent schedule, exactly when you're going to get the show. It's not just going to be me posting it at like 2 a.m. and just like, hey, you get it when you get it. And so now you know, reliably every single week, this is when it goes live. And it also kind of frees up space. A lot of people that support us listen to all of our shows, and we've heard feedback like, yo, y'all make so much stuff, it's hard to keep up with. Like, there's like a lot of stuff going live all at once. And there are some days, like there'll be days where there'll be 2 or 3 things going live at once, and then some days where there's nothing going live. So we evaluated it, and we were like, we literally can like space this out and have content every single day. So now we do. And it also adds value to our ad-free exclusive tiers on Patreon, because now you get it like a full day early at minimum. So that was the reason we did that.
The inside scoop as well. We
Please.
just decided to change things because Sean's not here.
Sean's not here, so we can just go. We can just step in the puddle, you know.
So consistency was needed.
We can just mess it up, you know.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we, you know, just a PSA there. Wanted to make sure we hit it on the shows. We're going to be hitting it on all the drives this week. And again, that information is laid out in the Discord as well. But I think that's all the housekeeping that I've got this week. Locklith, what have you been playing?
So other than continuing to play that Broken Lake game,
still doing it, eh?
I still am. It's so weird. I've gotten over the fact of how bad it is, and I'm saying that on the premise of I did not spend my own money on this game, and so that's why I have more incentive to just enjoy it more, because I don't feel like I've wasted my money, and I'm just enjoying the vibes. Like I kind of like half debated like maybe I should be a delivery person, like IRL. Like, this is kind of fun. Yeah. I don't know. It's just the vibes. I'm in it for the vibes only.
The vibes are good.
They are pretty good. And since I'm not streaming it, I can actually like play the music, even though the radio plays like the same 3 songs. Like, I know them all by heart, and I'm like jamming out in my postal service truck type of thing. And it's getting juicy with the story. I went on a date with one of the characters.
Oh.
The one with the movie store, of course.
Okay.
I forget her name.
I was curious how many romance options there are in the game, because I would date that lumberjack.
I feel like there's at least 2, and I think the lumberjack is the other one. Like, I've been friendly towards him as well, and so I'm helping him with his big plans that he has going. So I haven't decided, and I'm just going to see how far I can stretch it and not have to decide. So I'm just going with both, because why not?
Because shouldn't she have both?
Exactly. You know? Why not? Why not? In this year of our Lord of 2024, I feel like I should have the option of both. So we're just going to let that play through. But I'm also playing a not so small demo of something called, and Ryan would appreciate this, Unicorn Overlord.
Unicorn Overlord, the best title ever.
Yes. And it's actually not too bad. I picked story mode. It's a tactical game, and I'm not a big fan of those types of games, like having like the army that you're sending over here, and then you could have this other army go over here, and it's not been my cup of tea in the past. But because you can literally just pick story mode, and it hasn't been difficult at all, I don't have to think too hard. Like, there are some things I have to like really read and pay attention to, but once I kind of read the sentences like 5 times through and kind of understood what it was telling me, then I enjoyed the game. Plus it's voice acted as well, which is nice. So I can literally like set my Switch down, and when it does like the cutscenes, I can just watch it. It's like a little movie.
So I don't have to strain my eyes to read the text on that one. Sean Capri's got an important question. How are the husbandos in the game?
I mean, they're pretty great. I'm kind of upset that the girl that I liked got kidnapped, and she's basically the one that we're trying to get back. Like, I liked her the most. I was like, oh, she's cute. And then she got kidnapped like right away. And I was like, what the heck? What is happening?
Like
but it is pretty good. And I do like the art style of it. It's a little bit more in depth than tactical games that I've seen before.
Yeah.
And apparently it's like you play for like 8 hours, and it's just however far you get is the demo, I believe.
Oh, it's like a straight 8 hours. That's it.
I think so. I believe that's what Ryan said. And so I've only played 2 hours so far, so I'm not very far in, but it's very interesting. I like the art style of it. So like games like this is just like, that did not interest me like this. So I was like, oh no, there's no way I'm going to enjoy this game. But because it has a demo, I was like, well, I'll just give it a shot. Why not? So
yeah, it's a free demo. Why not? I downloaded it. I haven't played it yet. I would like to. It's on my to-do list, but there's just been so many games that have released just in the past week. Like I literally could literally do nothing but play the games that have come out just in the past week, and I could be playing them for like the next 3 months. So
yeah,
there's a lot.
This was not on my bingo card of games I was going to try out this year, but I'm glad I'm giving it a chance, because I don't like to branch out with different genres. So
good. Yeah, give it a shot. Why not? Sean says, oh man, so many games to buy in 2024. So
it's overwhelming, Sean. You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand the struggles. There's a lot. There's too many games to buy and play. Well, I guess I'll just quickly shout out a couple of things that that I've been playing real quick. One of them was one of the shadow drops from last week, Penny's Big Breakaway. I did play that and I enjoyed it. I will say it definitely had a slow start for me. I played World 1 on the All In YouTube channel, and I liked it. I was like, this is pretty cool. Like I'm into it, but I wasn't like blown away. Like it didn't wow me. I wasn't crazy about like the character designs. I wasn't crazy even about the music, to be honest with you, when I first started playing it. But then you get to World 2, and from World 2 onward, it has been bangers. It's been good. It's been good stuff. The music has been good. The level design's good. Like the World 2 is like this weird like combination of like a beach and a bathtub sort of thing. So there's like water faucets on beaches and stuff. It's kind of fun. Yeah, I like it. It's cute. It's worth playing. $30, maybe a little steep, for what it is. I bought it and I still enjoyed it, but like it's you're going to play through it. You can clear out like all the levels. There's some time trials you can do if you want to. But I enjoyed it, totally fine. I'm glad I played it. Riley King says, Seth, I thought it was a tough learning curve, but I love it. Playing it on Xbox. How is it on Switch? It is at 30 frames on Switch. But it works totally fine. There's no frame rate dips or anything like that. It looks totally fine. I know it's at 120 frames on other platforms. So if you're a frame rate person, then, maybe Switch isn't the right platform to play it on for you. But I think it's totally fine on Switch personally.
The ball of penguins kills me.
Yeah, the penguins are super annoying, man. The penguins in this game are super annoying.
Do they make sounds? Are they like...
Yeah, they kind of like they'll like ambush you, and the thing is they're trying to capture her because she's like a felon. Like she's like it's a total accident, and stick with me on this. She's got a yo-yo that comes to life and accidentally eats the clothes of the emperor. And so the emperor sends his army of penguins out to capture her. So, yeah, that's the story.
So the emperor's new clothes, but different.
Yeah.
Eaten by a yo-yo, so he sends his penguins to attack her.
Yep. It makes perfect sense if you think about it.
What a story is right. What a story.
It's a riveting plot. I will say I like the boss fights. Like a lot of the bosses in the game, you actually take them out like non-violently. So like the first boss of the game, she has like this ship that you need to use, and rather than like fighting her, you're actually just fixing her ship, and she like forgives you in the end and lets you use her ship. I don't know. I kind of like that. So it's cool. It's cool and interesting. I dig it. It's good. I recommend, checking it out. Maybe again, $30, maybe a little steep, maybe wait on a sale for it, maybe wishlist it or something like that. But yeah, it's good. You were telling me you were thinking about checking it out.
I was thinking about it. The only thing holding me back was, and this sounds so strange, but like Sonic games make me anxious. Because he's just too fast, okay?
He is fast.
What wasn't this from the creators of Sonic? Which Sonic game was it?
It's from the Sonic Mania team.
Sonic Mania. And just with Sonic in the title, I was like, maybe it's not for me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it's a lot. It is like Riley said in the chat, it is like a steep learning curve. Like you do have to like learn it, but it feels pretty good and satisfying. Like the controls feel good once you get used to them. She can skate on her and like kind of roll on her yo-yo. She can like just kind of use it, like she can hook it in midair and use it like a little swing. She can do a little dash with it. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun when you get to it. So yeah, I don't know. I liked it. Like I said, maybe wait on a sale if $30 is too steep. I get it. But I'll tell you what I've been addicted to, Lockleth. Side order. Splatoon 3 side order. I have been hooked on this. This weekend, this is all I did this weekend, was played side order. In 2 days, I spent 16 hours with side order. And I effectively like 100%ed it. Like I cleared out all of the pallets and stuff. I played the crap out of this.
Why are you like this?
I love it. I don't know. I truly don't know. I've been asking myself that for...
Instead of like extending like a gameplay, like this is really fun. Like I'll play an hour here, an hour there. Like you played 2 full demos of Unicorn Overlord in one weekend. 2 days.
Asking myself that for 35 years, Lockleth. I don't know why I'm
are you like this? Oh my god.
I have no idea, but I just got hooked in it. I just like could not put it down. I couldn't stop playing. It's so much fun. Like I love the setup of it. I love it's like a roguelike sort of thing. So you go into a tower and you take on these challenges and you try to get to the top of the tower and there's like 3 bosses per run. You have to do it with like different sets of weapons and gear. And there's this story like about Pearl and Marina behind it all, who are my 2 favorite Splatoon characters. By the way, real quick, I just want to say here to everybody listening, if y'all out there are still trying to push this narrative that Pearl and Marina have got no romantic connection whatsoever, you're lying to yourselves. You're just straight up lying to yourselves. After this DLC, there's so much overt flirting between Pearl and Marina in this DLC to the point where there's a character in the elevator with you as you're going between floors, and the character, they're like, I'm glad you're here because this is a little awkward. Like how much flirting they're doing.
Oh, wow.
There's something going on there, and people need to just accept it,
Who's not accepting it?
There are a lot of people they're just really good friends, like they're just great. I'm like, no, they're hardcore flirting in this DLC.
All the Splatoon bros are like, no.
Oh, gay people? No way. It's just so frustrating, so I don't know, man. But I just needed to get that out there. Y'all are lying to yourselves. And it's adorable. Their relationship is so good in this DLC. I love Pearl so much. She's just this little like rapping gremlin, and Marina's this kind of like shy DJ hacker character. It's great. I just got so stuck in this. And just could not stop playing it. It is like so addicting the entire way through. I loved it. If you're a Splatoon fan,
color chip thingies.
So between each round, you have that thing. It's called a palette. It looks like a makeup palette, right?
Yeah.
And you can choose between 3 color chips each round that give you different effects. So it might be something like, oh, like you do more damage, or it might be something like your Pearl Drone has more abilities, or maybe your ink zones are larger when you throw down ink or whatever.
Or it's a pretty color.
Yeah, like each color palette changes the color of your ink, and it'll kind of like mix also. And there's also, I don't know how well it's coming through in the stream, but like there's a little glittery effect to your ink. It's very cool, very pretty. Boss fights and stuff that are super fun. I don't know. I just got completely addicted to it. Like if you're a Splatoon fan, you should be all over this. It's excellent. So, yeah. That's it. That's it for me though. That's all I've been playing, man. I've been stuck inside order and played Penny's Big Breakaway, and that's literally it. So, yeah. Good stuff. Video
15
games.
15 hours. Holy crap. I don't think I've...
Yeah.
I think I've played 15 hours of a game across maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah. I don't normally do that. It's not... But my wife's out of town, and she was out of town this weekend visiting her dad, and I was just like, I got nothing better going on, you know? So I'm just going to get stuck inside order for, 16 hours or whatever.
Oh my God.
Okay. Well, those are video games. Before we get to the Pokemon Presents, Locklith, we do have a few non-Pokemon Presents. Most of our questions this week were related to Pokemon Presents. But we did get a few questions that are not related to Pokemon Presents. So shall we hit those first? And
yeah.
Sean put this one in here. Let's hit this long one real quick. Let me take a sip of my coffee and prepare to read this aloud here on the show. This is for you, Sean. Okay. Me. Long comment here from HVAC Sparky. Listen all, I'm actually less interested in the list of loopholes Sean has rather than the money count tally he has. If he really manages to spend $0 on games this year, that is one heck of an accomplishment. If Sean can spend $0 on games but have a fulfilling time gaming all year, that is epic, actually. I feel like too many people are focusing on loopholes but cannot appreciate the fiscally responsible choice Sean is making. The message needs to be rewritten slightly, I feel. People are getting hung up on loopholes to the phrase, I will not buy games this year, but I think it should be rephrased to, I will spend $0 on games this year but still enjoy games as much as possible. It has the same result, but in that case, the fiscal benefit is immediately clear. Plus, it turns borrowing games, getting gifted games, and getting game codes into a positive rather than a loophole. In that case, one is still able to enjoy games to the fullest, even more so, because gaming is what we all love. But being able to do it for $0 in the year feels even better. Okay, whew. Sorry, people, I'm getting heated here. Nevertheless, I get slightly triggered when people get teased for making good fiscal choices. That's a rare lost discipline, I feel, these days. Everybody seems to spend money with no fiscal thought, people, organizations, and governments. Nobody is exempt, including me. Therefore, the movement Sean started this year to be fiscally lean but yet still enjoy games to the fullest is a really good one. Mic drop from HVAC Sparky, and I know that Sean really appreciated it, and we had to we had to shout it out here on the show. Locklith, I think you have some thoughts. I
have plenty of thoughts, and my thoughts are boo hoo. Okay. I'm gonna make fun of Sean and he's gonna like it, okay? Listen, I understand, I get it. But it's also fun to poke fun at your friends, and that's all I'm here for. So
I mean, that's really the bulk of it. That's all it is. Sean Capri says, let it be known that this has not saved my mental health at all. That's okay. That's all right. We're just poking fun at him. We all love Sean. Mm-hmm. There's nobody more willing to rush to the defense of Sean Capri than this guy right here. But it's a friendly ribbing, I would say, sure, here on the show. We mean nothing by it. And, we love Sean. We love Sean here more than anybody listening to this. I promise you, we love Sean more than you do. So just,
and Sean says I'm allowed. It's in the chat. Yeah. Okay.
Locklith is allowed. That's yes. Right.
I get away with murder around here.
That's true, man. That's Locklith. I was in the PlayStation Drive
Oh
stream,
yes, I love this.
and what was the comment that
Elden
was
Ring is
made?
cheeks.
That's right. Elden
Mhm.
Ring is cheeks, and Ron would destroy anybody else who said that. And he just goes like, "Yeah, Locke's allowed. Locke can say that, you know." And I was like, "Dude, Lockleth can get away with murder with literally anybody.
Wahaha.
She's just wormed her way in. She's just found a way. She can get away with murder and smile at you while she's doing it."
And I'm also
So,
HR, so
and apparently also HR. What could possibly go wrong? But we appreciate your dissertation there, HVAC Sparky. We appreciate the comment. Everybody agrees. Like I think it's great. That Sean's doing his thing and he's sticking to it. So we'll see. Swaggy says, "Can you tell Ron Xenobabes is amazing? That might make his brain explode. If anybody can do it, maybe it's you." So
I think I won't say Ron because I don't know who that is. Roy Xenobabe
but only you
is
can
amazing.
say Roy.
Yes. Oh, of course.
So Swaggy couldn't say Roy.
No. Quaggy could never. Quaggy could never.
Yeah.
But yes,
Yeah.
Roy Xenobabe is amazing.
There you go. You heard it here first, Roy. Or Ron, sorry. Okay.
Sorry.
We've got a question from Clayton Dwyer. Which more actiony game/series would you like to see get a cozy spin-off and vice versa? This made me think of that Bandle Tale that just came out. How it's like a cozy League of Legends spin-off.
Yeah.
What actiony game needs a cozy spin-off?
I would like to
think
see a
about it.
cozier version of Cult of the Lamb, like an actual cozy version of it. Like
Right.
all the little animals. Just get rid of the fighting part and just have the farm part and all the management stuff, and that'd be fun.
Yeah. I was thinking about something like Hades, because Hades has
yeah.
it's got like that kind of hub world with like the light like dating kind of elements and talking to the characters. You could kind of lean into that and just like make a Hades spin-off that is all that, and you could totally do that. That'd be kind of neat. Yeah, I don't know though. I struggle to think. Ryan here in the chat, Fire Emblem 3 teacups, just the tea time segments from 3 houses, but a full game. So there you go. Sean says cozy Contra. There you go.
It's bringing
We'd love
back
that.
Xenoblade. I still once I finish Xenoblade Chronicles 3, I really want to find just all the cutscenes put together and just watch that
as a movie.
Yeah, for
like
real.
A 5-hour movie.
Yes, like the cutscenes are so great in that game. Yeah, I just want that. So it's not quite its own game; it's just a movie.
I don't know if I don't know if this is like a quote unquote action oriented series, but like I don't understand how there is not a Pokemon farming sim. I truly don't. I truly don't understand that. Like my perfect game would be a cozy life sim Animal Crossing Pokemon Concierge. That would be my perfect game. Like
The closest they've gotten to a cozy Pokemon game is the Cafe Remix.
Right.
I think that's their version of it, I guess. But we're all just waiting for the Waddle Dee farming sim to come out this year. So
that's right. Riley King in the chat says we need a cozier version of Yoshi's Crafted World for Amanda.
Oh my god. That blows my mind that rages her, but I get raged at stuff too, so I guess I can relate.
Meanwhile, she's like, I'm tearing it up on Fortnite every day. The Yoshi's Crafted World, too hardcore.
Oh my god, I can't.
Makes no sense. A cozy SteamWorld RPG. I'm a little surprised. I mean, SteamWorld,
don't they do
SteamWorld Build
several different genres?
Yeah, they just put out SteamWorld Build a couple months ago, and that's like a city builder. It's kind of cozy. It's got some cozy vibes, but like a full like farming sim, life sim SteamWorld game would be pretty sick. They do all kinds of different genres with SteamWorld. So yeah,
for like cool. The Utopia DLC for Eastward. Like I love the DLC. I haven't played but an hour of the actual Eastward game, and I've played more. Like I played 5 hours now of Octopia. Love it. The coziness. It's my speed.
It's good.
Slow.
I like it.
Or Sean would say.
It's my speed. Nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
Like that sloth from Zootopia. You know?
Yeah. Oh my God.
And like slowly moving up his arm to like push the buttons. Good movie. Good movie. Shout outs to Zootopia. Hell of a movie. Okay. Next question comes to us from Nagachaka, who asks, what are your thoughts on the full $60 price tag for Luigi's Mansion 2 HD? I am hashtag Team Luigi for life, but is this a bit too much for an HD port? Yeah, $60 for Luigi's Mansion 2. What do you think about that?
Is it a lot? I don't know. I guess so. I haven't really played. I've never finished a Luigi's Mansion game before. I have some of them on. I have the one on DS. It's the Dark Moon one. Mm-hmm. And then I've got the original on GameCube as well. But I haven't played like Luigi's Mansion 3. But I feel like you'd really have to make it more than just HD for it to be $60, I think.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm of two minds on this because like I had Luigi's Mansion 3 is amazing. I had zero issues paying $60 for that game. I loved it. That was my favorite game of the year it came out. Was that 2019, I think? Like I loved that game. And it's the kind of thing where like even if this is just a prettier redone version of Luigi's Mansion 2, which is Dark Moon, the one on 3DS, that's what this is.
That's why I'm not probably going to get it because of that reason.
Yeah, I'm the same. I already have it. I have it on my 3DS. But like for people who don't have it, I mean, when it came out on 3DS, it was what, $40? So it's like you're basically paying an extra $20 to get a prettier version of it on Switch. I don't think that's that crazy at the end of the day. But like at the same time, I also get it, you know, because like it does feel a little bit weird to pay full price for just a prettier version of an old game. Like, I understand that logic, too. So, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to buy it, personally, unless they come out in the months leading up to it and say, hey, we're adding, like, new content to it or whatever. The reality is we just don't know much about it. So, if they add stuff to it, I could see myself getting it. But for right now, I'm out.
Yeah, that would have to be for me as well. Because when I saw the announcement for it, I was like, oh, I already have this. But if they were adding like additional stuff or like, I don't know, different skins or something to make it more interesting, then yeah, I would probably be more tempted. But right now, I don't plan on getting it. And I'm a big Luigi fan too. So
yeah, man. Hashtag Team Luigi. The Don Rob came in and said, if you were reincarnated as a pizza, what kind of pizza would you be? Not what is your favorite pizza, but what are you as a person reincarnated as a pizza? Toppings, crust style, lay it on me. Now, this was a last minute question. This came in like as we were going live and Lachlan caught it.
Literally copied it and pasted it as we were live already.
So we have not had time to really like think about this. But what kind of pizza do you think you would be just off the top of your head?
I don't know. I really don't know. Probably a pizza that not a lot of people like because I feel like not everyone likes me. So like just a plain like mushroom cheese pizza.
Everybody likes you.
I love mushroom pizza, but I know it's not a fave. Like people would go like pepperoni.
Right.
But I'm thinking like mushroom pizza with a lot of chili flakes. How about that? Because I like to add a lot of spice in life. So
Pat in the chat says ube pizza. You know, get you ube pizza.
Ube is the worst just thing I could ever eat in my lifetime.
Have you had it? Have you had ube ever?
No. Apparently it's good, but it took 50 years to learn that about it. But
Sean, the only important detail is that it would be a small pizza.
Well, of course. It would be a personal pan, thin crust, mushroom, lots of chili flakes, pizza.
Sounds pretty good to me. I'm not even a big mushroom guy, but like I'll try it. Like every time there's a mushroom thing, I give it a shot. Like I don't hate them. I'm not revolted by them. I like the flavor. It's a texture thing for me. They're like dense and squishy. I'm not a fan of the texture, but I'll still eat it. Yeah, I don't know, man. For me, it would probably be, there'd be a lot of garlic. I'm Italian. There'd be a lot of garlic. It would probably be like some kind of garlic sauce or, whatever, probably some kind of basil or something on it. In terms of toppings, yeah, I don't know. I feel similarly to you. I feel like people like me, but the people that don't like me really don't like me. Right? So it needs to be a divisive topping. And like, I don't know that it needs to be as divisive as like pineapple necessarily.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that it needs to be that divisive because I don't think it's like a 50-50 thing. I think that there is a vocal minority of people who like hate my guts. So maybe artichoke's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause I love artichokes on my pizza.
I do too.
Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of hate, but there's some that are like, ew, why would you do that?
Oh, Pat, now we're talking. Give me a prosciutto, burrata, and black truffle and mushroom pizza. That's pretty good. Swaggy says anchovies. I love anchovies, and there are a lot of people
anchovies,
who don't do
they're very similar to pineapple. No.
Yarden says, who are these people that don't like you two? We need to talk. We got haters. Everybody has haters.
Of course.
Sean says Lachlan would be one of those pizzas that you get an accidental olive or something like that.
But not any type of olive, like those big, like green, like Greek olives. Like those are the worst olives.
Kalamata.
Yes. Yeah. Ugh. Those are disgusting. I hate them.
Disgusting.
I hate them so much.
I'm weird because I don't like to eat like a normal, just an olive, but I do like an olive spread. Like when you take a bunch of olives and put it on like a muffalata or something. I like that. I'm good with that.
See, that's too much. That's too much olive.
You know what? I think my pizza will be? I'll be garlic, basil. I like the artichoke idea because I think that's the perfect middle ground. And I think jardiniere. I love jardiniere.
Bless you.
That's what? That's like you ever see like the jars of like it's in like pickle and oil with like cauliflower and peppers and stuff in it. I love jardiniere. It's the best.
The things that just sit on your grandmother's shelf and never get used.
Oh, you use them. Oh, you use them all right. Yeah. Pat says Seth my mom. That's right. I'll be everybody's mother. Utica. I like the spread. Yeah. Utica. Yeah, Pat's mom makes it. Yeah, no, I love jardiniere. Put it on an Italian beef. It's fantastic. Okay, well, those are non-Pokemon Presents related questions. The rest of our questions do relate to the Pokemon Presents, and that is certainly the biggest thing that has happened in the world of Nintendo so far this week. So let's talk about it. Watched it this morning. I think you ended up watching it as well.
I've watched it twice now. Yes.
Okay. It was short. It was like 13 minutes.
In
length. I feel like probably the first thing we should talk about is just to talk about the biggest one, right? That Pokemon Legends ZA. Should we talk about ZA? Speaking of pizza.
Yeah.
Talk about ZA here. This was a big surprise. This was what they ended the show with, and I didn't see this come in one bit. I didn't see it one bit that they were going to do this. I thought, it's time for Black and White remakes or something. Let's just churn these bad boys out. But a new Pokemon Legends game is exciting.
I love, the Pokemon Legends Arceus was, in recent years, my favorite Pokemon game.
Same. Yeah. Yeah. Nick in the chat, I just want to know what the heck is going on in this new game. Yeah, this is an interesting one because, I'm with you. I love Pokemon Legends Arceus. Definitely, in terms of the gameplay, my favorite Pokemon game. I love the gameplay of that. So fun to, go out into the world and catch a bunch of Pokemon and do research and stuff. So much fun. Now with this is going back to Kalos from Pokemon X and Y. The title of it is Pokemon Legends Z-A. So whatever the hell that means. It's kind of finally delivering on the whole promise of like Pokemon Z. We had X and Y and everybody's waiting on Z. Now we finally have Z, I guess.
Or Z,
Z if you like. Yeah. Yeah, if you're a sayer of Zed, that can be a thing. And it looks like the Pokemon Zygarde from that generation, like they're very clearly like going for that here with the Zed. Zygarde, that's the name. Zygarde. He's like this like scientific Pokemon with a bunch of like different forms.
So do you think it's like, before I knew what that was, I was trying to think of what Pokemon that resembled, and I forgot about Zygarde, but I was thinking like future. So do we think futuristic for this then?
Here's the thing, because if you look at this logo, right? This is just classic Seth theory and BS, right? Z
6-minute lore coming.
Yeah. Z-A to me, like, is like going backwards in the alphabet. It's like we're starting at Z and we're going to A. So I think that there might be some kind of time travel element. And if you look, like, the Z is Zygarde, very futuristic. The A looks like a leaf. Like it's got like leaf veins. Yeah. Like Zygarde's got the scales here, right? But this looks like leaf veins to me, like plant veins, like growing a seed, right? And if you remember, Pokemon Legends Arceus was in the Sinnoh region before it was ever even called the Sinnoh region. It was like you were creating what would become the Sinnoh region and Jubilife Village and stuff like this. And they say here in the beginning of the trailer, like urban development is like a huge thing in the trailer. We're seeing like buildings getting drawn up. We're seeing like, urban development plan, Lumio City, a vision of beautiful coexistence between people and Pokemon. I think you're going to be going back to the past and creating what will become Lumio City. I think you'll be able to go back and forth to like past and future Lumio City.
So like Legends of Zelda.
A little bit. Yeah. But I think you can, like, at will go back and forth between the future and past of this big city in Kalos. And they said, Pokemon, when they put out their tweet about it, they said that the game will take place entirely in Lumio City. So not even in the Kalos region. Like in most Pokemon games, you can go out into the world and stuff. This is all in this one city. So, like, that's interesting to me. That's pretty cool. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of it.
I wonder if it's going to be more puzzle-like then, like certain things you can't see at the current state, and then so you have to go back to the past state and like do something for the future state to, I don't know, for this incline to be here so you can reach this other platform. Like, I wonder if it's going to do a lot of that puzzle. I don't know.
That'd be neat. That'd be super neat. And like, I'm not trying to overtly spoil Scarlet and Violet for people, but like, there's a little bit of that going on even in Scarlet and Violet. So, there's a little of that past and future. Pokemon's been flirting with this whole past and future sort of thing, So I feel like that's going to be kind of what we're doing here in this game. I know nothing. This is just pure speculation, but it could also kind of solve the problem. I've already seen people online say like, well, if it all takes place like in one city, then how are you going to have like Pokemon encounters and battles and stuff like this? And it's like, well, like in the past, it might be totally undeveloped. Like it might just be land, like before buildings come up, So I don't know.
I think bring Pokemon from the past to the future.
Maybe, and maybe like you are directly responsible for this city becoming a place where humans and Pokemon coexist.
What would be interesting if that's the case? Like it would be interesting that each person like can have a different type of, like, their game turns out a little bit differently just based on what they changed.
Really cool. Yeah.
Like that would be one way that they could actually do something great with the game that they've never done ever, which is make it less just, this is the story, everyone ends up the same place type of thing, and just make it just a little bit different. just based on your choices.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really interesting too, because like this concept of it all being set in one city, it makes me think of games like Grand Theft Auto or like Cyberpunk or something, where this is Pokemon Grand Theft Auto is what I'm trying to say.
Yep. Just like Pigeon Simulator. Yep. Same thing.
Yeah, same exact thing. But like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, if it's only going to take place in one city, how are you going to make a full game out of that? I was like, there's been plenty of games that are just set in one city. Yakuza, same thing, where like you can have like this contextualized space where you just get to really know one city, and like you get like you can have plenty of variety going on inside of one city if the world is big enough. And another thing that we should say, what have we complained about with Scarlet and Violet? What have we complained about?
I was literally going to that point, Seth, which is it literally sucks. It hasn't been the best experience with Violet and Scarlet because of it being so much, so large. Like they Do you think there's going to be like a new Switch where this will be released on, or are you on like my side of things saying that it's going to stay with the same hardware, and by keeping it within one city, they can fix some of those things and challenges they had with Scarlet?
Yes, I'm with you on that entirely. We had Quaggy had a comment saying, "Are we excited about the new Pokemon Legends game?" Personally, after being so burned on Scarlet and Violet, I think I'm out on Pokemon until they can prove they can take quality seriously. And I think yes, I think it's still going to be on Nintendo Switch, like the normal Switch, for a couple of reasons. Pokemon is always like they're always the last. They're hanging on till the very last breath of a Nintendo console. Black 2 and White 2 were on DS, like very late DS games. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire came out like after the Switch came out. You know, they're always just hanging on for dear life. So I do think this is still going to be on Switch 1. Maybe there's a version on Switch 2 that'll like run better or something like that. But I do think that like releasing simultaneously worldwide in 2025 is a sign.
That's like a weird wording.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, like the fact that they're not just churning this out and getting it out this year, which they could have done, like that to me, I'm like, great. Let it cook. Spend some actual time on this damn thing. That was the problem with Scarlet and Violet. It's not a hardware issue. It's a time and budget issue. So, like, I was thrilled to see that this was coming in 2025. It gives me some hope. It gives me a little hope, you know? So, yeah, I think so. And I think you're right. I think like coming it, you know, making it come down to a city, I think is going to make it much more like sort of within scope. So, you know, we haven't seen anything. All we've seen is this weird concept footage, but based on what we're hearing, I am cautiously optimistic, even though Pokemon's given me no reason to be cautiously optimistic.
They haven't even fixed what's broken.
And they won't. It's
too late now. They're making this.
It's too late now. Move on now at this point. But this is neat. This is about, you know, like as somebody who is very jaded from Pokemon, this is about as exciting as an announcement could have been for me out of this. Like the whole notion of like we're taking it to this one city from Pokemon X and Y. We're doing something weird and interesting. We're going back to Pokemon Legends, which is great. Means that the Legends series was not just a one and done, just like you know, Pokemon Let's Go was. Yeah, I don't know. I'm into it. So that's me.
Sean likes to remind us that we actually bought the game, though. But you know what? I'm not even going to comment.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm excited for it personally, on a personal level. I think we had another question from Hopple here. What's all the hype around Legends Z Alpha? I got into Pokemon with Go on the phone, played Sword, Let's Go, and Legends Arceus. Know nothing about the other games. Yeah, I think the hype comes from it being not only a sort of you know, like we're finally getting Z. There's a lot of nostalgia for X and Y. Did you play X and Y on 3DS?
Yes, I have Y.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people love those games. I love those games. I thought they were great. There's a lot of nostalgia for Kalos and X and Y. So I think
I
people
can't
are
remember
excited.
if I finished Y. I'm pretty sure I did. And I also had Alpha Sapphire. I didn't get very far in Sword. Sword. S-word.
Sword.
Yeah. I didn't get very far in that. And I have yet to finish Violet, to be fair. Or
Yeah.
Arceus. I haven't finished a Pokemon game in like 6+ years.
Sean says, of course you had Y because he had X. I got them both because I'm an idiot. So
I feel more dumb with the Violet Scarlet because, like, with Sword and Shield, well, okay. My husband actually beat Scarlet, so at least one of them was
That's good.
completed.
That's good. I really, you know, like despite everything, I did still finish Pokemon Violet. And, you know, like there was a good game buried deep underneath the mess of it. And I'm with Quaggy as well. Like I definitely am reserving my full hype for until we see it in action. I assume later this year we'll get, you know, a full trailer and get to actually see what it looks like. Until then, they don't have me yet. I need to wait until they actually show me what it looks like. So, but the idea is cool.
Well, now I have the whole year to finish the first. I want to finish Legends Arceus. That's been on my list for a while.
You got time now.
Yeah.
I kind of want to
have time for both. I probably have time for both, for Violet and this.
Yeah, you probably do. There was a question also from HVAC Sparky who says, this Pokemon Presents did have some interesting announcements, but for Switch releases this year, it still left a gaping hole for the latter half of the year. What are you expecting to see at the end of the year for Switch releases at this point, if anything? A lot of people were kind of expecting, admittedly, myself included, like some kind, like that this Pokemon Presents would have something to show, like for the holiday. Like, what's the big holiday game? Usually it's Pokemon. Usually Pokemon's out every November. And this year we're not getting it. Blessedly, we're not getting it because they're letting it cook. Right? But what is it now? Like what is the holiday thing now? I don't know. You know?
Do we have a date for the Luigi's Mansion 2 HD?
We don't.
So maybe possibly that is what I would assume, because we're getting Princess Peach. We just got Donkey Kong. What is it called?
Mario versus Donkey Kong.
Yeah, Mario versus Donkey Kong, which I played the demo of that, actually. I meant to mention that last week. I actually played the demo of that. Yeah, I liked it, but I don't know. I'm still on the fence. I've played the demo. So
yeah, I liked it too. I played through it. We reviewed it on All In last week. Actually, I dug it. I enjoyed it. But you know, like there are a lot of people in the chat. Riley King says Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. We have that coming. Adam David in the chat says they'll finally drop Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. You know, I do think that this is kind of like the year of like remasters and like remakes and stuff. True. And they don't really need to do much else, to be honest with you. Like they can probably get away with that.
Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Stole Time, comes out in October. That's a big game.
Yeah, that's true. Comes out October 10th. A lot of hype around that. I do think that we'll like hear some other stuff, obviously, but yeah, I mean, like they can get away with it. And by the way, what I kind of think they might do this year, I think they might very well do their first ever price drop on the Switch this year. They've never done a price drop ever in the Switch's life. So if we are gearing up, if we're gearing up for Switch 2, like early next year is the rumor, this is the perfect holiday to go ahead and do finally a price drop on Switch 1 and sell a whole bunch of them, you know? So, yeah, I could see it. Sean says A Link Between Worlds is a loophole.
Sean, so hush. Hush your mouth. You're not here. You're on the train, buddy.
Yeah. So we'll see, though. I'm going to be interested to see what Nintendo does from here on out, because obviously we talked last week. It was not a general direct. It was a partner showcase. It didn't really fill out the rest of the year. We have this. We don't know, you know, like there's no Pokemon game apparently coming this holiday. So we're in an interesting place with Nintendo right now. So we'll see what happens.
If there's any Stardew Valley fans,
Ooh.
We're about to eat come March in like a couple weeks. Because there's a
Ooh.
1.6 update coming to Stardew Valley. It's going to hit PC first with consoles and mobile coming soon after. Concerned Ape tweeted out, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but it's been 8 years since Stardew released initially.
Nice.
8-year anniversary. And I'm not a huge Stardew fan. Like I've never gotten past spring year 1. Just literally the very first season, the very first year. But I'm going to restart this weekend to prepare the 1.6. Yes, March 19th. 1.6 update comes. It's dropping. And I'm excited about it. There's new content, which it's been a little bit since the last content dropped or whatever.
Still working on it.
Yeah.
All these years later, still work. He said it sold like 30 million copies. That's insane.
Stardew blows my mind with how long it's been around, how much backing it is, like how, but it's because they encourage like modding and all these other things, and it just prolongs the game even more when you have the community just coming together. So yeah, I did want to mention that too, because I've forgotten about it until just now.
It's pretty cool.
I was like, what else is coming? I was like, oh yeah, Stardew update. Everyone's probably going to be playing it mid-March, so
that's pretty cool. Yeah, congrats to Stardew, man. Real quick, because the only other like real announcement from Pokemon Presents was Pokemon trading card game Pocket. What do you think about this? Are you into this?
This is truly made for adults that grew up with Pokemon, because it's like you don't want to have the you don't want to be a hoarder with all the Pokemon cards, like physical. But so this like scratches that itch of opening packs for adults, like that crunch. The crunch sound was pretty legit in the little trailer here. But for me, I don't know. I have all my Pokemon cards still. I saved all of mine, so lucked out on that. I just don't have that itch right now. But good for others.
That guy that we just saw opening up the pack and jumping in his bed right there, that's me. That's 1000% me. I am like, that does something to me. Opening the pack with your finger like that, like slicing open the top of the pack, that does it. Like that completely does it for me. I am so there. I'm with you, Sean. I am so in on this. Like I don't really care if like Eric was telling me like, oh, I don't know like how the actual like card battling mechanics are going to be. Who cares? Like I don't care if this game could be nothing more than just opening cards and I would be in. That could be all it is, and I would be down.
Really, I see the future, and the future is going to be Seth and Sean opening cards live on the show, putting their phones up super close to their mics. So you can hear the crunch and like hear the shuffle of changing the card and seeing.
Dude, look at this. You can like go into the card, and it like expands the artwork on your full screen. Like, my God. Yeah, that's pretty good, dude. Like that's pretty darn good. And there is like a battle system like this. Yeah. This to me, I think kind of gives people a gateway into like getting a sense for what the Pokemon TCG is without having, because they say you can get 2 free card packs every day. So like I'm totally gonna jump in there and open my 2 free card packs every day. Like 1000%. I'm looking forward to it, man. Sean says we'll be so happy.
Yeah, Sean's gonna have like actual like his alert sounds on in the office. Hell yeah. The alert will go off and he'll be like, wait, like mid-meeting, like y'all continue. I have packs to open. Give me a moment.
Yeah. This is brilliant, man. And they showed too, like you can trade with each other also. Yeah. Like Sean and I are going to be hitting each other up like, dude, I got these in my 2 packs today. Will you trade me for this card? Like I am so into this. Like you have no idea. I can't wait.
Sean is not buying games so he can save money so he can buy more packs than the 2 that you get free every day. Because that's going to happen. You can't tell me you're not going to have the urge to buy a pack after you've opened your 2 for the day.
Look at look at how happy this dude is to get this Charizard. I want that for myself.
They don't even know
Look
what
at
they're
him.
looking at. They put it in post later what they're staring at. Those people are just looking at a screen. They don't know why
This
they're
could
excited.
be me. This could be me. Sitting on a park bench with a big old smile on my face. Like, I want this for myself. You know? Come on, dude.
Oh my god. And you probably can't save up your packs. It's like if you don't, it's like use it or lose it.
Use
type
it or
of thing.
lose
You
it.
have to probably open up your 2 packs every day.
My God.
And y'all were
This is-
making fun of me and Pokemon Sleep and this.
Pokemon Sleep is stupid. This is legit.
They had an update for that too in the
Yeah, they did.
partner thing.
Oh, look at that shiny Mewtwo card. Oh man.
Sean
Look
said
at
that
that.
guy just got a message from his OF sub. Oh my god. That is what it see? He was looking at other things. They don't know what they're looking at. They don't know.
Yeah, man. It's coming later this year. I'm very excited about it. That is all. That was pretty cool. I'm into that. I'm way into that. So we'll see. We'll see.
Gosh, I cannot.
Anyways,
I cannot.
Were there any like because do you still play Pokemon Sleep? Are you still doing that?
No, I haven't done it since
didn't think
week
so.
2 of when it came out.
Dropped it right away.
Yeah. I it just wasn't like it was fun, whatever, but there was too many mornings of me not waking up the next day because my alarm was I don't know. I don't know if it like messed up my alarm. Like some mornings my alarm wouldn't go off, or it was just coincidental that I was just in a deeper sleep. But I chalked it up to Pokemon Sleep being the problem and not me.
Not you, of course.
and not me going to bed late. And I just haven't played it since then. And playing it is like a light term. Like there's not a lot of playing involved. So
Yeah. Sean says Lockleth hasn't slept since. So
basically, yeah.
that's actually what's been going
Bags
on.
don't lie. I just add more glitter.
We have to check these bags. You know, check the bags in.
They ain't
Baggage
Prada. They're like Rada or something.
That's for damn sure. Okay, very good. Well, I think that's all we got. I think we pretty much covered it. The 2 big announcements from Pokemon Presents. I think we hit all of our questions. I think we did the thing. I think we did the
do we want to see a thing, aka my physical for this week?
I'd love to.
My latest purchase, one of my latest purchases, recently, the collection of Mana. It is Final Fantasy Adventure, Secret of Mana, and Trials of Mana, all in one collection for the Nintendo Switch. I've never played any of the Mana series, any of these, so I'm excited.
Nice.
I think it was
Very
like
good.
$27 for 3
That's not
games.
bad. Yeah.
No.
Physical also. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
physical. Mm-hmm.
Lockleth, I have a physical this week as well that I want
What?
to show you.
What?
So over the past week or 2, I have gotten into this habit of buying Wii games. I was telling you about this. It really started from me being petty. I got into an argument with a friend of mine about Disney's Epic Mickey. And so I was like, I bet I could go on Mercari and buy like a sealed copy of that game for dirt cheap. And then I'll play it and I'll confirm or deny if that game is still good in 2024. And sure enough, I got it sealed on Mercari for $10. Another game that I bought, a brand new sealed Wii game, Geometry Wars Galaxies, I got. And I don't know if you can tell on the camera, it's like holographic.
I
The
was
box
wondering,
art of
it does have like a little sheen outside
shiny.
the plastic, you know.
It's very good. Brand new, sealed, $10. Got this on Mercari. And
Look at you.
I love Geometry Wars. I love it. Really fun arcadey shooter. Look at the back. It's all shiny on the back.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's more shiny on the back.
I love it, man. It's awesome. The Nintendo Wii, I have it hooked up in my living room right now because I was playing Super Paper Mario on it, and just a hell of a system. It's my favorite Nintendo console. I adore it. So yeah, that's my physical this week. We both
Look
have
at
both
you.
have physicals.
I love how you bought something out of spite.
Out of
Like,
spite.
I bought mine out of love, just to
I
have
bought mine
something
out of
new.
hate.
And yep. The complete opposite. Complete opposite.
So I'll show that. It should be here by the time next week's show rolls around, and I'll show it off next week on the show. Yon32 says Spite Store. Absolutely, that's a Curb Your Enthusiasm reference. Absolutely, yes. Okay, very good. Good physicals. Good physicals. Good stuff. Okay. What do we got? Do we want to tell you what? Let me do our patron shout outs.
Yes.
And then we'll do our plugs.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Perfect.
Let's thank our patrons, patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Thank you all so much for supporting us over there. Let's thank them, starting with our ultimate producers. Let's thank Tony Baker from youtube.com/quest4pixels. That's youtube.com/quest4pixels. Jonathan Brown, whose music can be found at linktree/pme.jib. Lee Navarro, the fearless leader of the Phoenix Overdrive Extra Life team. Extra Life, people are already talking about Extra Life, man, in the Discord. People are already making plans, so we got to get on that Extra Life hype train pretty soon, because November will be here before we know it. And thank you to Cwagmire, who reminds you that the best babes are Xenobabes. Links are in the show notes, so please show your love and support to our ultimate producers. Thank you, ultimate producers. And thank you to our gold members, Adam K, Anna, Awesome Dave 1337, BobLoblaw, Bowsah, Brad Moore, Brian Reese, Cecily Carrozza, CrocoKyle, Dan and Luma, Dannohh, Emily O'Kelly, Yon32, Marcus O'Neill, Peje EP, and Tim Aulph. Big thanks to our gold members, our ultimate producers, and everybody who supports us. Patreon.com/carpoolgaming. Get a 7-day free trial to the exclusive tier. See what all the fuss is about. Get yourself that there Nintendo Drive post-show. We record a whole other dang show after this show, and you can check that out entirely for free for 7 days, as well as all of the other Carpool Gaming cinematic universe of content. The CPGCU, if you like Lockleth. So thanks to our patrons.
It's a big universe, and every show just keeps getting longer every week, it seems. More so the Xbox Drive, but I love to see it. There's so much content. Get you that free 7 days. Try it out. I definitely recommend. Some people are full-timers after that. Not old-timers. Well, they are old friends, but full-timers as well as patrons. But Seth, where can people find you on the interwebs, internet, my friend?
You can find me on X at $2 Hero, of course, and you can add me on your Nintendo Switch by entering the friend code SW411280613454, just like Eric Lindros, I guess, or I think, I don't know. Yeah.
You actually reminded me of something before I go into my little plugs here at the end. You can find me at lockleth.card.co, of course, card CARRD. But I want to give a special shout out to Silver Snow and Boba the Tea, who added me on my Lockleth 3 account, my Nintendo account, after last week's show or 2 weeks ago show. I can't remember if it was 2 weeks ago or last week, because I mentioned that I really like getting friend requests. And so whenever those new like multiplayer games come out, if anyone else wants to add me on Lockleth 3 is probably where I'm going to play it. It's going to be at 7922-8309-298. And DM me for that last digit if you really want to follow me.
Wow. You gotta work for it.
Gotta work
Make
for it.
Can't
give it free for 2 weeks in a row. I'm not OnlyFans, you know. But thank y'all for hanging out with us for today's episode on the Nintendo Drive. Bump that like button if you haven't already, and fuel this carpool in the comments below with do you say Z or do you say Z?
Oh, I don't like a Z.
You don't like a Z? That?
No, I don't like a Z. Not a fan of the Z.
You have to like really try to say Z.
Yeah, you got to go out of your way. Just say Z, man, like everybody else.
And I used to be a Z, but like saying Z just seems weird now. And I'm used to saying Z, and I think that's because I worked with people based out of the UK for like a year.
we got a lot of Zs in the chat right now. Zed is like the dude from Men in Black. That's what I think of when I think of Zed. Yeah. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I really don't. I truly don't.
We Aussies say Zed, says Fulia.
I think a lot of people say Zed in our community because we're just a bunch of randoms on the internet.
Yes. Sean, Sean says, sing the alphabet with a Z. It ain't right. W, X, Y, and Z. Like, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
W, X, Y, and Z.
Led Zeppelin, says Riley King.
Yes.
Anyways, we must end the show. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great one. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks so much for tuning in to this week's episode of the Nintendo Drive. Now, before you drive off, be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us at Carpool Gaming on socials. Don't forget to check out our awesome Nintendo Drive merch on carpoolgaming.com, and you can also support the show on Patreon at patreon.com/carpoolgaming, where you'll unlock all sorts of exclusive content like the Nintendo Drive post show. Links to everything are in the description. See you next week!
D